Hello and welcome, bookworms. Welcome to this week's episode of The Contenta Narrative. We're looking at Kissed by the Gods by Caty Rogan. And this is the first book that I've seen her write. And it's also the first book in like a trilogy. And so this book and another book that I'm going to be reviewing in this load of books they were so good. They were unputdownable. They were like the first ones, only been released this year, and then I'm like, I've got to wait for the sequels. And I don't know about you guys, but it's so annoying when you do that. When you're sat there and you've gotten hooked and you're like, oh, what's going to happen? What's going to happen? And it leaves on a cliffhanger and you're like, cool, when's the next one out? Not even written yet. So it's very frustrating. So anyway, we've got in this a very strong female character, Lena, and she is basically part of the subjugated race. She's part of the race that are used for slave labor. And in their sort of like community, when the boys reach a certain age, they're taken away to these mines, and they basically got to work the mines until they die. But sometimes they return to us, sometimes they don't, and 9 times out of 10 they die. And then you've got another load called the AUTHOURs, and they're sort of like a elite force that are like touched by gods. Essentially, they have extraordinary strength, endurance, everything like that. And they have like winged beasts with them as well. And they're there to fight sort of like the supernatural powers that are coming in, that are basically like they're almost like White Walkers from Game of Thrones. But, you know, they touch you and you die, like you're dead, you're gone. And so Lena has already lost her brother and her fiance to these mines. And then these soldiers come to take another one of her brothers. And she's like, nah, I've had enough. And in that, her mum dies and her dad dies. And then she kills the soldiers, and then they get away. And then Royot, R-O-R-Y-O-T, let's call him R comes up, finds her and realizes that she's an AUTHOUR. So takes her back to basically be like, right, what are we going to do? Because not only is she a woman, but she's also Selekane, I think it is, which never happens because they're like, these are the subjugated people. They can't have AUTHOURs in their ranks. And then obviously off goes the adventure. And then obviously you've got like, you know, the will they, won't they romance. I mean, literally that's the cover without the dust jacket. But it's interesting because like I love that she is sort of like, oh, the gods do nothing for us, why should we do anything for them? And then a god is like, whoa, I helped you, I gave you these powers, and then gives her more. And she's like, I've got plans for you to just stay alive, Lena. And I'm like, easier said than done. I love the camaraderie. I love the storytelling. I love the world building. I love, you know, the sort of like the way that it's looking into what's going to happen. Like, why are we seeing increased attacks from these villains? You know, are the villains just solely from outside of the inside? Like, what's going on? And I loved everything about it. I'm just absolutely gutted that I picked it up as a hardback as well, special edition. So it's like the first one. And I don't know how long I'm going to have to wait for the second book. And I'm hoping it's on its way out now, but who knows. But honestly, I think it was a very, very good book. It does leave on a cliffhanger. So if you're one of those that wants the whole series before you start reading, don't read this book yet. Wait until the whole series has come out. If you're one of those that doesn't mind reading them as and when they come out, I would definitely recommend this book. The characters, the plots, everything about it. I love it. She's like a strong female character, but she doesn't feel like she's written by a man. Do you know what I mean? You can tell the difference, can't you, by a strong female character written by a man and written by a woman. I think she does her justice. But anyway, that's just my opinion. Let me know below in the comments if you like it. Let me know below in the comments if you have read it. And let me know if there's any other books that you'd like me to recommend. But thank you so much. And remember to always keep it contento.